Welcome back to Going Bush. So far on the program, we've followed the progress of one tree from Victoria's mountain ash forests through harvest, milling and finally into solid timber furniture. But not all of the tree is suitable for sawlog. For the small diameter spindly top section, it's a different but no less important journey.
Not all the timber that comes out of that tree, Nick, is your glamour timber.
Not every stick, Andrew, can be a Stradivarius.
No.
That load going on there is headed for the mill, which will turn into a product that everybody uses. It's loaded on the truck for the short trip down the road to one of Australia's biggest paper-making facilities, Australian Paper at Maryvale.
All right, so from the bush, Nick, our log, the top section of which ends up here with a whole heap of other mountain ash.
At Australian Paper, Andrew, Maryvale, and it is about to embark on an extraordinary journey. In 300 metres, it will go from being a log, come out the other end as fine white copy paper.
Although almost 2/3 of the wood processed here is plantation grown, Australian Paper also processes low-grade material from managed state forests through chip mill, pulp mill and finally paper machine. The top section of our tree, which has unique characteristics important for making office paper, will pass to become Australian-made, sustainably certified high-quality paper.
From the tree that you would have seen harvested, it's anything that could make a sawlog would have been made a sawlog, and it's normally the top end, the smaller, where there are lots of branches and lots of potential defect for a sawlog. We can take in, we can make good use of that. So from that, it'll come through the wade ridge behind us here, through to our site here, and really within 7 days it could be from a tree to photocopy paper.
And the value adding goes further. Sawdusts and pulp residues are used to fire boilers to create electricity. Australian Paper is in fact Victoria's largest industrial generator of electricity. It's the story of modern forestry, where nothing goes to waste.
So while there's plenty of scope for growth on the demand side of things, the fact that Vic Ash is a native grown species from tightly managed state forests means that supply isn't likely to increase, and that in turn will drive further value adding.
I think that's being forced on the industry somewhat by the resource situation. But look, the sawmillers and the producers and manufacturers are very proactive, and they're looking at ways of converting probably a lower grade log that might have gone into framing previously into a value-added product down the track.
So in the past, about 1/3 of our timber went into fairly low-value application, and this is generally around the quality of the resource, things like palings and pallets. About 1/3 of it went into structural timber, fairly easy to produce. Simply dry the timber, cut it into the sections you need, has good strength, and about 1/3 of the timber into appearance-grade products, so flooring and furniture. But I definitely think over the next sort of 12 months, 18 months, we're going to see a big shift of that structural hardwood timber into those higher-value appearance products.
The other point that needs to be remembered is that after harvest, forests are naturally regenerated, flourishing in the landscape and providing biodiversity for the next generation.
The regeneration story is really replacing the forests that we've harvested. So what we want to do is hand back those forests for future generations to make decisions about. So we're able to reap the benefits of natural timber products coming off our coop, but we need to do the right thing by replenishing those areas that have been harvested.
So increasingly every part of our one tree from Victoria's ash forests is a valued commodity. The best of the best is sawn to become furniture and floors. Next best becomes structural and framing timber, with the remainder destined for the photocopy machine as Australian-made fine white copy paper.
Even the sawdust is used to fire boilers and generate electricity. It's the story of modern forestry